Hey, Mortgage Coach community, Dave Savage here. And today I have Jeff Gable from Philadelphia. How you doing, Jeff?
Not bad, Dave. How are you doing?
Good. I am looking forward to this conversation. So community, Jeff has been a loan officer, but he's been a trainer at a big bank. He's been a trainer and a coach at one of our customers, national mortgage company that has fantastic adoption and utilization of Mortgage Coach. So I wanted to bring Jeff on this call because I hear from branch managers, loan officers with teams, regional leaders, trainers at the companies that we support saying, Dave, how do I get rapid success with Mortgage Coach? And by the way, everybody, a lot of what you're going to hear today, whether it's fast tracking your success with Mortgage Coach or fast tracking your success with a CRM and other digital technology, this call is for you. So Jeff, tell us a little bit about, your role, how you've helped loan officers fast track their success with Mortgage Coach.
Yeah, so found over the years that spend a lot of time doing onboarding, training people, recruiting, helping managers bring team members in. And one of the big solves was how do you get someone to make a transition and not lose momentum or come off or go into a coast mode or whatever, and either retain their momentum and launch from there or just fully go on fire. And so, in dealing with some of the personal sides of how people manage that process, a lot of what I've started to work on was different ways to shorten the learning curve. It's going to happen over time, but how do you draw your success kind of a little bit closer to you on a far more rapid scale? And so for us, early adoption for the big game changers or the big impact pieces is where we just decided to focus. So as I built onboarding opportunities and an onboarding process for company I'm with, we would spend a lot of time on how we leverage the biggest impact pieces. And so for us, CRM pieces are always critical. Getting your database set and getting back into your regular activities was a key piece. But for us, where we found people making a big jump in what they could do and what they could provide in terms of their own comfort level and showing how to be more consultative as opposed to reactive, Mortgage Coach really answered those questions for us. And so we started to draw people in and get them set up on Mortgage Coach, show them how quickly they could begin to utilize it, get them set up with their profiles and their templates so that they could quickly integrate Mortgage Coach into their borrower presentation to make it a far more well-rounded, comfortable approach.
So I want to make sure everybody heard that. If you are a manager, make sure your profile is set up, make sure that you have some templates or how to create templates. We're not going to do how to do templates right now. You could put in templates in our support page or our YouTube channel, and we have videos that will help you do that. So loan officers got templates set up. Now, how do you rapidly get them successful? Were there any interviews that I've done or videos that we've done that were helpful, or what was the leadership and advice that you'd give to a new loan officer aside from that?
So many of the conversations and that we would have with loan officers would be around what their normal process would be like and where they felt really comfortable, both on the personal side and what they were delivering, but also how to solve for different challenges that the market is showing or different questions that customers would show up with. And so in the development of their better understanding of how to use the software itself, most of what we focused on was going into the Mortgage Coach channel and just finding a video, doing whatever kind of search. And so whether we were talking about business sourcing and how to go after particular types of targets, or just how to do a refinance scenario, we just constantly would point back to your Mortgage Coach channel to do searches and, for a particular type of situation, or, as part of their daily routine, like how do I get up? What do I do in the morning? How do I change my day? And what new skill can I add so that I might be 10 years in the industry, but how many times have I repeated the third grade? So,
right.
Just things to constantly get better and to apply as many best practices to my business every single day to shorten my learning curve and become far more successful.
So let's do it this way. I am new to Mortgage Coach. Sounds like the first leadership is get the template set up, have your profile ready to go. And now what? Like, what are the one or two videos that you recommended most often? What is the fastest path from a loan officer going from, I've never used Mortgage Coach, to they've used it 10 or 20 times and they're rocking and rolling? What are some of your ideas and advice?
This is the brilliance of what's available in the content that you've created is fantastic. And so I spent a lot of time on the financial planner piece with Josh Metal, also the Scriptopalooza video. We as that was coming out, we did a lot of broadcast communications for our loan officers to make sure that they didn't miss that event. After it was over, we'd share the link back, constantly going back to a handful of the most recent ones or big impact pieces. I mean, the numbers when Todd Duncan came on at one point and shared a bunch of numbers from his that they had drawn from their group. And I would share those kind of pieces within our onboarding sessions. And as follow-ups to our training sessions, I would drop a lot of those resource links into a follow-up communication to our new hires, and then loop back to those. Hey, this is what we talked about in our session. Why don't you take a look at this as a follow-up? Here's a couple other links. If anybody would come to me with a question about I'm looking to do this or I'm looking to do that, what would you recommend? We would kind of tear it apart on a personal level and talk about what they were trying to accomplish. And then I would just either send them right into your channel, or I would dig in there myself and give them a couple of links. Like, take a look at these people who are super successful at what they're doing, and the way you can go back and leverage the same single tool to respond to those challenges or to create what it is you're looking to do.
Love it. So I want to give people some very specific videos. I know I recommend a lot the lead conversion playbook, and I also recommend a lot our MC scripts call, just because I think a lot of loan officers, like the data input of mortgage coach, I mean, you got to learn it, but that's maybe not the hardest thing to learn. It's like learning the scripts of what to say before you give a total cost analysis, or how to walk a family through a total cost analysis, I think could be more important. So what, if there were 3 videos that everybody who's new to mortgage coach should use from your perspective, what would those be?
Oh, the 10 videos you recently put together, I think start there. If nothing else, there's so much. I love the fact that there are people in all different kinds of markets doing all different kinds of things, but the singular approach goes back to how you can be just that consultative, no matter what your borrower's needs are. I love how they go back and they're like, take a look at this more info button. Make sure you click in here. If you need to deliver it like this, go up to the menu and drop it down. And there's just so many insights with, and like I said, it's one of those things when people would say, I'll get to that. It's kind of hard. And I look at them like, you've not been in there, have you? And so when I would show it to people, and you either do it over the phone or just do it in a one-on-one kind of thing, getting them in there, looking around, and then, sending them to the different, like, top 10 videos, the MC scripts. Like I said, the financial planner, business sourcing piece is probably the one I use the most in coaching LOs as to, how to go and create value propositions. I think that was probably the reason why we use it the most in our trainings, is that the communication pieces and what you can leverage and how you go about it. A lot of new LOs just don't quite know what to say. And if they can watch really, really great LOs say consistently these kind of things, watching those videos, I think, is invaluable.
So community, I am going to put a few videos down below. We're going to put the Scriptopalooza link. We're going to put the lead conversion link. We're going to put, the Aaron Crosby, Josh Metal call, how to get more business from CPAs and financial planners. We're going to put that. Let's, you and I, sync up after this interview and just figure out, if a loan officer was going to commit 5 hours to fast tracking their success with mortgage coach, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's give them 5 hours of homework coming out of this call. So I know you're broadening your opportunity. You're going to be coaching and mentoring more loan officers and companies. What would be the best way for anybody to reach out to you if they wanted some help, either as a branch or a leader or a company that wanted to bring you in and get some of your advice on how to fast track success with technology? How would people reach out to you?
Real easy. They can send me a message on LinkedIn. You can DM me on Instagram. Either of those would be really great ways to reach me.
All right, I'm going to put a link down below to Jeff's LinkedIn and Instagram, and hopefully you've got some ideas. If you were on this call and you lead other loan officers, let's face it, the model has shifted. You need to deliver better advice at the point of sale. That is where you need to differentiate yourself. And by the way, that means you need to upgrade your skills. That means if you are a leader or manager, you need to be a more effective leader and manager in helping loan officers make change. So I hope we move the ball forward. If you are a trainer on this call and you have some ideas on how you help other loan officers fast track their success with Mortgage Coach, let me know. I'm doing a whole series on Train the Trainer. So if you have some ideas on how to fast track success with Mortgage Coach, comment below, private message me, and we hope you got value from today's call. Thank you very much, Jeff, and I look forward to our next one.
Thanks a lot, Dave. Have a great day.
You too, buddy.